Hello, and welcome back. Today we're going to be making an apartment building. I got this reference image off of Pexels, and let's get started. Cube. Make the cube fat. And now make the cube tall. There you go. I'm going to go to UV editing real quick and just do a Smart UV project just because we did some stretching. And these ones don't have a brick material, but I'm going to make a brick material because it's a cool brick material. I think you guys will like it. Add light sun. And make it somewhat brighter. Okay. So we're going to need a couple of things, but let's start with the base brick. Bonk. I'm going to do Shift T. I have Node Wrangler enabled, so I can hit Shift T, but if you don't, grab a texture coordinate and mapping node, plug UV in. And I'm just going to scale these down. Actually, we might just be able to skip the mapping and just use the scale here. Yeah. Skip the mapping. Makes it a little easier to keep up if the thing is smaller. There we go. I think those bricks are good. Okay. So let's start with a Voronoi. We're doing the pretty common Voronoi to animated watercolor technique. So I'm going to switch this to F smooth, which is just color ramp. And from smoothness, I'm going to get a noise texture. Now I can also get just duplicate this texture coordinate and set it to UV. Just to make sure it's for fact using the UV. So I'm just gonna prompt this over here. Give it a minute to have to load. Scale that up. Scale this noise up a lot. Just to detail a little bit. I think more like detail to like 0.9 gives it a little more of a weird color. Weird effect. And this color ramp, I'm gonna kind of go with some brick-like colors, so the saturation's down on that one, and the saturation down on this one a little bit. Make it a little bit darker. Maybe a bit more red. Yeah. I'm gonna set this to be our color for brick 1. I'm gonna go to mix, multiply from it, and just set it to like a more red. Well, you'll see in a minute. Plug this in here now. You'll see it looks like this. So I'm just kind of breaking it up a bit, making them darker. It's very dark brick, so I might want to actually lighten this up a bit too. Just a little lighter. Maybe that a little darker. A little. Turn the saturation down. Just like trying to break it up a bit, but see, that's how it would look if you just didn't do it. This is how it looks with it. So maybe like around here, 0.6 close. And I'm gonna grab this again, but put that color to like that. This is gonna go in the mortar. So you see there, the mortar is a little different. I'll make it a little darker. This, make it lighter. I just want it to be kind of follow the colors. I'm gonna grab this noise texture and reset it. Plug it into a color ramp And I'm gonna set this color, leave black there, and this like dark gray. And I'm gonna put this into mortar size because I don't want the mortar to be perfectly even. So I just lower this and increase the scale. You'll see it gets a little wibbly. I want the wibbly. So I'm gonna duplicate this real quick. So everything, I want everything to be the same. I'm just gonna move it up here because I feel like that would be better. And this is for bump height. And we're gonna plug that over here. And I'm gonna just kind of lower it a little bit. I wanted to have a little bit of a height so there's a little reaction. You'll see here. Maybe make it a little more prominent. There, you'll see it more that way. But here, yeah, here we go. Now you could even do it so that there's some like height difference with the bricks, but I'm not gonna mess with that. That might make the computer explode. I'm gonna lower the strength a little bit. I just want a little. There we go. Yeah, and there's our building brick. It looks like this. Oh, wait, I forgot one thing. Haha. Gradient. Do that. Set this to 90. Color ramp. I'm gonna sweat this one to dark, or like a dark red. I'm gonna grab this multiply over here. This kind of gives us, you can see it like a up-down gradient. That's what this 90 does over here on the Y. Just kind of gives it like a darker bottom. That's what we want. We want it to, the bottom to be darker, and can kind of mess with it like this. Probably might look better with a B-spline. Increase the factor a bit to make it more prominent. But yeah. There. It's just another little detail that's nice to have. And what you do here is you need to pull this out. Pull it out. Pop, pop, pop. And put that in there. Here we go. Beautiful. That is our brick done. I was like, the brick? No. And now the harder part, I think, is actually like the windows. I don't like the windows. Yawn attack. Okay. Let me just see if I can. There we go. Kind of lines up, so that and that are kind of the same. Maybe make it bigger. Perfect. So let's start with the windows. Okay, I'm gonna add in plane. And I'm going to see what orthographic view can do. I'm gonna follow these super closely. But they do kind of all follow the same style, so if I can. Delete that for now. So I'm going to, I feel like this. Nope. I want this one. There. And now I'm going to grab this and do edge bevel weight. And see what happens if I add bevel profile custom crown is molding. And the only angle type I want is just weight group. Okay. I think I'm gonna do not okay, fine. I can do at center. Just gonna try and make it fancy. You know what? I have an idea. What? Okay. Let me fix this. There we go. So now I'm going to grab this. Scale it a bit. Nope. Pull it in. And then I'm gonna edge weight this. Bevel edge weight. Excuse me. Why you look so funky? Do I need to do it here too? Trying to figure out. It should. Does it really not like that much? Is that really a crime? Like if I did it on this outer edge, I feel like it would be fine. No? Okay, hold up. If pardon me while I figure out. Okay, so it does that fine if that edge. Do I need to? Do I need to bevel it like that? And then come back in? No? Blah. I don't know what's happening. Edge bevel weight. None. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Okay, now let's try it. There! The normals were all wonky. Okay, there we go. I think that looks like a nice little window. So now we need to do It's doing some... What the... I was hoping I could make that bigger, but it looks like if I want to do that, I have to manually carve that out, and I don't want to do that. Could just apply the bevel, maybe. Anyway, separate this selection. Okay, go back in. And take this and hit apply. Now go in. Just grab this, grab this. Ha! Bonk. Put that right there, halfway. Do it again over here, and voila, done. I'm gonna clear this bevel edge weight because I'm going to just put it back with this one. And try to, okay, so they fit 3. I don't need to actually put 3, I just need to get an array. Set that to 1 there, and 0, 3, and then just slowly increment this, holding shift. And scoot that closer to the edge. There. Okay. And now I'm gonna get another array. Set this 1 to 1, 0. Ah! I hit the wrong thing. Okay. Wrong thing again. No. There. This one actually has another set up there. Boom. Now I'm gonna go into shading. I'm gonna make concrete. I'm gonna call it concrete. I'm gonna pop over to brick and grab this. Pop back over to concrete. And this one, instead of UV, I'm gonna use object. Just because I don't want to have to fight the UV editing. No, not neon red. Kind of looks like granite. Okay, I'm going to do the river scale. Scale. And I'm gonna copy this color so I can get something similar. Just like a slightly lighter version. And maybe I'll do the scale up a bit. Detail. Need to be even more fuzzy. Trying to make it more fuzzy. That gets it kind of fuzzy. Yeah, about those two. And then I need to just I'm just gonna go into the brightness contrast. Just lower the contrast a bit. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. I'm gonna need a second one. Glass. And I'm just gonna set this to a glossy and make it like blue. I'm not too worried about the glass, but I need to go to modeling. Just grab this one face and assign. Now what could also help is, let me just Shift D, go to edge bevel, like turn that off, Or maybe actually don't turn it off. E, extrude. Real quick, normals recalculate outside. You will see it's made this kind of neat little thing. I'm going to push that in. Duplicate it. RY90? Nope. RX90. And then I'm just going to make this long. There we go. Done. Okay, now I gotta make the door. I don't want to make the door. I don't like doors. I'm just gonna stretch this out. It's gonna affect the brick texture a little bit. That's fine. So all of these doors are like rounded. So I'm just gonna start with a plane again. Drag it over here. Yeah, I'm going to cut and cut. And I'm going to bevel this for. You know what? What am I doing? What am I doing? Just leave that. Add circle. Set that to 12. Bring this circle over here. Okay. Okay, we got the circle. 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 Just circle. Circle. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to need this plane anymore, but I'm just keeping it just in case. Okay, let's see. I know this is a weird way of doing it, but I just want to make sure I'm having the topology all right. Okay, this makes a loop. Actually. Okay. This door is not going to be symmetrical. But it's my door. Ah! And I'm building it how I want to build it. Okay. I don't need that anymore. Z0, find that, do this. SY0. SY0. And SX0 shouldn't hurt, just as a precaution. Okay. Okay. Building's in the way. Building's up. I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm gonna pull this up. Pull that in. Okay. Mesh normals were calculated outside. Okay, let's see what happens if I do subdivision surface. Okay. Pretty much everything needs an edge crease. That includes you down there. Guys, an edge crease. Okay. Except you don't need an edge crease. Okay. And edge bevel weight. Bevel weight. A lot of these. Profile. Crown molding. I don't think I want crown molding. I think it was crownus. And then here is also going to be edge bevel weight. You get rid of that crease. No crease there. Oh, I can do a mount. That would make a difference. Okay. But, okay. There's my doorway. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna wanna. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to pull out, do these, grab this, hit F, grab, hit F. Real quick, try and line them up as straight as I can. Grab the edges, edge crease. Okay, now that we have that, and just grab this. E, pull that out. E, push it back in. And then I just do E to extrude this. And then I'm going to turn that off so I can see. F, F, and make this edge crease. Edge crease. When in doubt, edge crease everything. Mesh, normals are calculated outside. Okay. Need to pull that out. I'm going to also see if I can edge bevel weight that. And okay. And try distance in case there's anything, and I don't know. Is it beveling this side? Okay, it is. This is hard to see with the lighting. There. Boom. That's the doorway. And real quick, add the concrete to that. So I'm gonna make that, bring that up higher. I'm gonna duplicate that. I'll get rid of the arrays. And I'm going to X right through, and I'm just gonna just drag that out. Make that one big window. Bonk. And okay. I think I'm going to do this roof type over here. So add cube. I could build off the building mesh, but I don't want to mess with it. I just want to... Actually, you know what's best is just delete that. Go into your building. Just grab this roof part. Grab it. Duplicate it. Separate. Selection. Bonk. Okay. Switch this to concrete so we can see better. I'm going to start by extruding up. And then extrude out. And then up. Edge bevel weight. Bevel. Mount. Profile. Custom. Try. Make sure to normals recalculate outside. Mesh. Clean up. Merge by distance in case. And why are you also... Okay. Bevel weight. Turn it off. Oh, derp. I didn't even turn that. Okay, wait. There we go. I was like, why is it being weird? No, that's why. We could leave it like that. I think that might be good for now. When I was looking, I was mainly looking at like this thing. So yeah, if you want to stick some things on top of your apartment building, go ahead. Okay. Last thing is the duplicate, separate by selection. I want that. Okay. And turn edge bevel weight is 0, edge crease 0. I don't need a bevel, and I don't need a sub. I might take the sub back, but that will be rare. Okay, so I'm gonna F. Let me just hide that so I can see it doesn't matter too much how I fill this. I'm just gonna fill it weird. There you go. That looks like it's freaking out. Okay, no. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna grab this. Glass. Okay, now I can check out the subdivision. Shade auto smooth. Okay. Just a little bit of decorating. Set this to individual. Select all of these. I only want okay, shading. Duplicate concrete, call this door, and just take get rid of this Voronoi. Do backspace over this noise. We're gonna UV separate XYZ. I can plug in Y for now. Let's change this colors to dark brown and alternate dark brown. And it's not gonna like it for a minute because we don't have a UV on this door, so we're just gonna click it and simply do UV project from view, and then just there we got our door. And that was not the right way. We want X. There's our door. We want to do this, this to this, and then we're gonna go to bump height. Turn that down because it's way too much. Too much. There, it just gives it a little more. There, door. My window looks stupid. Let's see if we can fix the window. Just a loop here. And once again, we need to edge crease everything. Except these don't need to be edge creased. No, turn them down. There we go. And that needs to be edge creased. That does. Okay. Okay. And to finish it off, I'm just going to not even. Yeah. and concrete. There we go. And that's it. You got yourself a little apartment building. If you want, you can just grab it. Not that. Grab it. Duplicate it. Smush it next to each other. And you got another one. Ta-da! We did it! I'm tired. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope that was helpful. Sorry if it was a little chaotic. I am Eepy. And architecture is not something I usually do, so architecture is chaos. But yay, we did it! We got a somewhat reasonable little apartment building. And then you can just change it up. You can make like but make it more yellow. Boom. Done. Well, thanks for watching and have a good day. Be safe, be happy. Please leave the likes and the comments and the subscribes because apparently it does help a lot. I like reading your comments. Have a good day, bye.